Hi guys, I just wanted to make another tutorial just to talk about some other tricks that you can use in Photoshop. I think especially with the Asian females, we're going to have a lot of problems with sort of swapping heads and bodies, and we're going to have to get a bit more creative with Photoshop with how we do that. Um, yeah, so I'm going to share this Google Drive folder with you guys, the Asian American photo editing. It's got everything you need in it to swap faces and bodies. So essentially, in unused Asian faces, you'll find a face, and in bodies, you'll find your bodies. And when you choose a face, you'll move it to used Asian faces. So I've been working on some this morning with this lady, Asian Female 200. I have made two so far, um, and they are in the completed PSD files with her face on what I consider more or less a medium SES body, a lower SES looking body. And now for the third one, I'm going to choose a sort of higher looking SES body to put her face on because we want to keep that variation in SES going. So every face you choose, I want you to do three like this. So I'm going to choose the third body now. I'm going to try to find some sort of higher SES looking body to put this lady's face on. And as you saw with her, she has this long hair coming behind her shoulders, which makes it a bit more challenging to sort of swap her head onto different bodies. Um, Challenging but not impossible. So that one would be cool but a bit difficult because of that hair. I'm going to say we've used this body an awful lot. So I'll skip it for now. Let's see. This one's interesting. I don't think we've used this in a body swap yet, and it could be quite challenging, and it sort of given me a chance to demonstrate some of these extra tools that we're going to need. So I'm going to try to put her face on this body. So I'll download it and open it in Photoshop. So this is the one I was just working on. I'll close that now. Um, I've already got her face in Photoshop, but let me just open that new body. So file, open. If I go to my downloads, Black Female 59. I think this image came from Humans of New York. So you can see it, like it's going to be challenging. She's got some hair coming over her coat here, earrings. It'll be challenging, but I think we can do it. So let's try it. The first thing you want to do, well, I guess I've got both the photos here open. First thing I guess you want to do is get rid of anything from this photo you don't want in there. And that's just going to be hair, earrings, and face. So I guess I could try quick select. Quick select is not always that reliable, but it's done a pretty good job there. I'm going to zoom in, choose lasso, press shift to add in this part. I want to add that extra bit of earring in, and this is not so bad. I mean, this is a lot of her fur coat. It's not gonna look great in the interim, but yeah, I think we can do this. Let me actually just press Alt and remove this part because that part could be useful. Yeah, so now I'm just going to go Command X, remove the head. There's still these outlines there, so let me just quickly select those. And that dark bit there could go. Okay, so that's going to be our body. You can see like it's going to be a challenge because of this big scarf that she's wearing, but that's okay. Now let's select the face. So here, quick select is going to work pretty well because it's such a block white background. So quick select, just select the parts you want and deselect the parts you don't want. I mean, we're not going to really see much of her neck at all, but I want to get that hair. So you know, don't need all of it. But yeah. Alright, that looks okay to me. Maybe get that part. Actually, they're going to be on white backgrounds for the most part, so it's okay to have a bit. I'm curious what this white line is. Oh, maybe she's been moved slightly. Okay, I'm going to delete her. Don't save the changes. Reload her. Open recent. 200. Yeah, see how that white line's gone? I think she'd been moved slightly. So, let's just go quick select again. Okay, I've selected too much. Let's get rid of this t-shirt. Okay, that looks okay. That looks okay. Doesn't have to be too exact. I guess you want to be pretty careful at this point. So Command C, come back to the body, Command V to paste it. Now I kind of think I'll put her behind the coat. It's going to be easier because like her neck won't sort of appear. I won't have to worry too much about that. So Command T to change size. And just try to line this head up with where it should be. All right, so you can see there's problems, right? Definitely, I mean, the hair's fine. It's just kind of falling behind the coat to some extent. But yeah, the coat, yeah, it looks a bit weird. I mean, it's actually not too bad. So fairly promising so far, I'd say. So yeah, let's keep trying to make this head. I'm just using the arrows now to shift it around. It's a slightly strange posture that this lady had. So it's going to look a bit awkward, I think, but it's not too bad. All right. So she's now behind there. This is fine. Okay, so next thing I want to do is sort of fix up some of this coat here that looks a bit weird. So I think one way to do this is to, let's see, definitely we're sort of too dark here. We have this weird bit here where we probably want the coat instead of the hair there. This bit here I'm not totally sure. I might like delete a bit of the coat, blur it, try to get rid of that extra dark portion there. Yeah, and just work on this bit by bit. Okay, so I'm on the coat layer right now. I'm gonna just like delete this slight portion here, so just like it's not getting in the way of her face at all. Command X gets rid of that. That's a little bit better. This bit here is too dark. I'm gonna use the clone stamp tool, make it a bit bigger, just to, so you press Alt to copy a bit of color, and then you just shift it across. Alt, copy that, Alt, copy that. just wanting to not have it be quite such a like dark, clear line there. And this does look weird, but I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. Also, like, just because it looks weird, like this close, doesn't mean it'll look weird when you're zoomed back out substantially. So remember that. Okay. Okay. Alright, looks a bit better. And we can blur it a bit. So choose the blur tool, maybe make it a bit smaller. And let's blur it up. And it won't look so weird and funky. Okay, looks a bit better. Like I said, I wanted to blur this part a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm thinking here it probably just should be a bit more of the stamp tool to try to fix this part up. So like definitely Alt. Let's see what happens. I just want to remove these jagged edges, you know. This is okay. I mean, I can blur it more. This part here. Yeah, so you see how it's just less of a jagged edge now. I'm going to blur it a bit more too. Blur. Okay, so that's about kind of better already. Now this part here, I said I wanted the sort of her neck color to come out a bit more, so we don't have this sort of darkness jutting in. I guess you could say that may be the case on the other side as well, but I'll ignore that for now. Just want to focus on this region here. So I need to be on the layer with her head in it. I need to zoom in, most likely. And remember that she's on the layer behind. So it doesn't matter what I do. This the coat's not going to move, basically, no matter what I do. So I can just sort of choose, maybe make this smaller. Choose her skin color. And just sort of color in the region that I want to color in. So Alt to select it. Coloring in. And as you can see, that it doesn't matter what I do, the coat's not going anywhere. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, okay. It's looking a bit better. I think I might just sort of select her and move her down a little more. Okay, it's looking a lot better already. Let's think more about what we can do. So obviously the skin color of the hands needs to totally change. I want to show you a couple of ways of doing that. So one is back up, back down, maybe back up. I think she's fine now. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do it with color matching. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So like it's good to know how to do it. So the first thing I want to do is just select all the regions of skin that I want to change the color of. So let's try a quick selection, let's see how this goes. I mean, not amazing. Let's just use lasso tool. I feel like I quite like lasso tool. Like it's a bit time consuming, but like once you sort of get the hang of it and you realize that like you can just add to your selections or take away from your selections at will. So just pressing Shift to add to my selection. I think it's pretty convenient a lot of the time. And it's like, even if like your selections are not perfect, a lot gets forgiven when we zoom back out and look at the full body photograph. So I'm going to just choose all these sections of skin. One more. Two more. Okay. So then what we want to do is select a region of skin to copy from. So deselect all, maybe just select this neck region. And then if we go here, and what we want to do is image, adjustments, match color. So now it's going to ask us what we want to, we're on the wrong layer, so let me just cancel that. We need to be on the right layer. The selection will still stand there. So image, adjustments, match color. And it'll ask us for a source. So the source is going to be Asian Female 200. And you can see it has changed the skin color quite a lot. Yeah, like I said, sometimes color matching works and sometimes it does not. And I would say in this case, this is not a great job. You can play around with these sort of color intensity things. That made it better, I think. Luminance. That's actually looking not super bad. It can be hard to tell when it's still selected. Color intensity. Maybe that's okay. It's just this white. This hand looks so weird to me. Luminance. Okay, it's not crazy bad, but we can keep working on it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go okay, and sort of like zoom in a bit. We have other things we could do, so like image adjustments, brightness, contrast. Let's see what happens if it's brighter or darker. I think darker is a bit better. A bit less contrast in it. Okay. I deselect it. Let's see. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? It's this hand here. Okay, so let's do remove the deselect. Get our selection back. I just wonder if we might be better off. Yeah, it's just made this hand look a bit weird. So like we can you can use it sparingly, and sometimes it'll do a great job. But sometimes just it doesn't quite nail it. So what can we do? So we can, for a start, just try to go adjustments, brightness, contrast, no selected areas empty. That's interesting. Okay, we're on the wrong layer then. Okay, so image adjustment. I mean, definitely we need to take the brightness way up. Probably the contrast down a bit. I wonder. This is a tough one. Okay. Image adjustments. Color balance. Let's try hue saturation. If we take out saturation, if we put in saturation, no, that's a tough one. Brightness. Okay. Okay. Image adjustments. Okay. I like it more than what color matching did. I mean, it's not amazing, but adjustments, color balance. Just because, like, that hand just didn't become such a block of color this way. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's better, I think. Another thing is, generally with these photos from the Chicago Face database, they're going to be much higher res than the bodies. So blurring them a little bit, just overall, can help the believability. So I'm going to try that. Get my blur tool, increase the size, and just see what happens. I'll blur her a bit. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. So theoretically that did nothing. Blur the coat a little bit up here. Keep blurring her a bit more. Yeah, I mean, I think like that hand is still quite weird if you zoom in. Feet are kind of okay, I think. But yeah, like, to me this is not so bad. People will kind of look at it from about this distance on their computers, theoretically. It's not obviously photoshopped to me, so yeah. I'm gonna call it. We can come back to all these later. So save the file. Save. It's always the name of the head dash name of the body. So this one's going to be Asian female 200 dash black female 59. Save it as a PSD file so we can keep editing them later. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I'm going to upload it to my completed PSD files. And yeah, these are going to take a while. I think that the added difficulty of the hair. The males should be a lot easier. Often with the males, you're just going to swap the face and body. And to be honest, with the Asians, like, it'll probably be easier to swap them onto white bodies. if you want to make life easier for yourself, especially when you're changing the skin color to make it match. So completed PSD files, Paul, and let me just upload that file. So desktop. So it was, which one? I forget. Like 59, I think. Yep. All right, cool. So that's like my day's work done. I've put this face on 3 different bodies, sort of lower SES, middle SES, and kind of higher SES looking bodies. And yeah, I guess I'll come back tomorrow, choose a different face, try to do the same thing. I believe it'll just get quicker each day as I get refamiliarized with Photoshop, and these things just sort of, you just start to know what to do and what's going to fix what and what's going to help what. But yeah, like I'm pretty happy with these stimuli. Would like to mix them definitely with a bunch of real photographs of Asian Americans, but these are just good for building out the database. And yeah, just super interesting in terms of like how much of people's perceptions of this individual is determined by the face as opposed to by the body, which is something I'm quite interested in. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'll send more sort of detailed instructions along with these two tutorials, which hopefully help. And yeah, we'll be in touch with you guys shortly. Okay, bye.